How's it going, fellow Weekly Weedle readers? My name is Willie. I'm one of the chief burros of the Weekly Weedle, and as you see in the crazy intro, this is a special episode today. We're going to be interviewing Team Skull leader Willow Song and some of her fellow Team Skull members. Now, before we get to the interview, I do have a poem from Willow herself. You guys are going to see me interview her. A little change up today. Just want to do a quick announcement before we do get to the interview, and like I said, her poem. Just want to let you guys know Weekly Weedle is still hiring. All you have to do is follow these steps, which is go to pokemc.com. Once you get to pokemc.com, go to the forums tab, which is going to be in the up left corner. All you can see all these tags. You're gonna click the forum tag. Once you click that forum tag, you're going to scroll down to general discussion, and right under general discussion you're going to see Weekly Weedle. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see the application. Just follow the steps that are set in the first page, and boom, you are set, and you will be contacted as soon as possible. And as always, right under the application form, there is a way to buy yourself an ad for your shop, gym, or town on the Weekly Weedle newspaper. Check that out if you want to get yourself featured in the Weekly Weedle for your shop or anything. Just let Lord know. Anyways, you guys, we're gonna get to the poem from Willow Songs about Lefeon. So here we go. As always, I am not good with the poems, but I do my best. The woods of the forest are so soothing, so carefree. The crisp air of the morning rise, the sparkles of the dew as the sun breaks forth, illuminates the leaves they're balanced on, the fragrances of the florals as they awaken to bring forth their beauty, excites the senses like no other. The Pokémon come alive, they dance and sing, and celebrate the forest that is their home. Berries all around to share, to help heal the injured and sick, the forest is most gracious host. And as the day ends, the forest comes alive once more, to celebrate the mystery of the dark. The illuminations of Volbeats and the glows of the Pumpkaboos. This is quite the spectacle under the canopy. I'm sorry. So happy I am to be part of this, to have evolved from this. The forest is our safe haven, where all of us are free to be ourselves. I hope that one day my Eevees will come to love the forest and evolve alongside it. So thank you, Willow, for that awesome poem. If I butchered it, as always, you guys know I'm sorry. But we're gonna get right into the interview because Team Skull really did something to the community, which is awfully fun. You guys are about to find out what it is, and I'm not gonna weast any more of your time. Enjoy the interview, and we will see you next week. What is going on, fellow Weekly Weedle readers? It's Willie, your host today. Usually it's Willow, but today we're switching it up, and we got Michael as our camera guy, who you see in front of us. And today we got a special interview for you guys. We are interviewing the Team Skull members. Recently, if you don't know, they had a bone to pick with fellow teams, and we're gonna see what that was and how they pulled it off. So before we start, what do you guys introduce yourselves?
Alrighty, so hi, I'm Willow Song. I am the leader of Team Skull. Next one would be Dr. Metz.
Oh, sorry. I am Meds. I am a new grunt.
Alrighty, Creative.
Just collected the dark oak.
No. What?
Your name. Introduce yourself. On the couch.
This is creative.
Creative.
He is one of the. He's not new, but he's a grunt.
Yeah.
He's very helpful.
Yes. Okay, and then sir?
Hi, I am Sir, and I am the building admin for Skull.
I'm Malden. I don't know. What do I say here?
I mean, you're one of the grunts. I mean, we have our grunts
Yeah.
organized by collectors, builders, and breeders.
That's true. Alright, yeah, I'm a grunt then.
And then
Our final
running around behind you, Michael.
What's up? It's your boy Guzma. Alright, I'm he just backed away. Alright, I'm Elite MG. I am one of the admins and the lead battler for Team Skull.
Alright, so you have heard our members here that we have today. We're going to talk about a little thing they did and how they pull it off. So, starting off, Willow, our main question before we get to anything is, who is Team Skull, and how can people join if they're interested in joining Team Skull?
Alrighty, so Team Skull. We started out back in October. I had heard about Team Skull because of previous leaks before it was officially announced by Pokemon, but I waited until after it was officially released to actually start something. And I was like, oh hey, yeah, I'm gonna start up Team Skull. And so that's what we did, and we started out before we even knew too much about ourselves. So our old base is just a skull because we were like, we don't really know what we're about, so we're just gonna. Okay, so anyways, about Team Skull. So our old base is just a skull. We do have a lovely cemetery by there too that Sarah built. Because all we knew at the time was just pretty much that we were kind of gangsta, and also that we were into skulls and stuff. So we have a cemetery which still exists and still looks awesome. But also too, one of our big projects that we recently got done is building Po Town, because Team Skull is one of the two antagonistic teams, the two villain teams of the Alola region of Gen 7. And our area that our team lives is that we overtook a town called Po Town and made it ours. And so my wonderful people have recently almost nearly completed Po Town. We're still working on some underground stuff. But for the most part, our whole entire Po Town is pretty much done, and it looks awesome. And I am so proud of everybody for helping to build it. And so, if you want to join Team Skull, because our team really likes doing building stuff and focusing on battling aspects. So if you really like that, and if you like bug types, ghost types, dark, poison types like that, then you should highly consider joining Team Skull. And you can apply the forms at, just go ahead and type that link out or click on it, and you can check out our application. And if you want to see what Po Town looks like, just simply ask us, we can teleport you there. And yeah.
This next question is more to the person who came up with this recent idea, but Willow, you could explain it as well. So, for those who don't know, what did Team Skull recently do to their fellow teams? It was the first, I believe. On the first.
Yes, it was.
Elliot, would you like to go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah, so, this actually all started with, we were just sort of getting chords of the bases. I honestly don't know why, but I think we got one set of chords for a base, and then somebody responded with another set of chords for a different base, and so on and so on. So we had almost all the bases there, and Willow asked in Discord, why are we getting the chords of other bases? So I was just joking around, and I said, well, we're gonna graffiti all of them because we're Team Skull. We got to make them look better, So because of that idea, I kind of thought about it, and I thought, wait, April 1st is in a week. Why not just make a Team Skull logo in front of every team's base, so that that's all they see as for April Fools? So it really was just it just came up randomly, just as we were talking, because we were just joking around and stuff. But then I mentioned it, and then everybody just sort of
Yeah,
followed
because I was
up with
like,
that and thought it was a good idea.
yeah, because I was like, that's actually awesome. I was like, yeah, let's do that. And then they're all like, whoa, really? Seriously? Yeah.
Interesting. So, I totally forgot the question. Shh.
Other edit.
This question probably already came out with the previous answer, but I'm saying Elite was the one who came up with the prank idea.
That's correct.
Alright. And what made you think of this prank? Besides what you already gave us, since you kind of answered three questions at once.
I mean, that's really just how it ended up being thought of, because it was just like I was put on the spot for something and I was just joking around, so but it just developed out of that. So I mean, everybody really helped with it, because honestly, I mentioned the idea and then I didn't do anything until the morning of April 1st. And everything else was almost done. So I mean,
Alright.
it was really just
Guys,
randomly.
go and put your Pokemons away. And Sarah, would you like to elaborate on it? What not?
Yeah, that was my part. My laptop was acting up, so I didn't have much time. I basically did it in my creative world. I pixeled the logo down and built it and used schematica to transfer it into the server. Yeah.
Nice. Now, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, then we had like several other people who helped collected materials. Because originally we were thinking about like wool and black wool, but that would have been too time effective. So instead it was chosen to be dark oak and sand, which is more readily available and easier to collect.
Nice. So the next question is for you, Willow. When you heard of the idea, what did you think about it?
I thought it was glorious. I was like, yes, that is perfect. And I was like, and then that'd be like, you know, a way to do something that'd be like more team active and kind of get all the other teams involved too, in a way. I was like, yes.
Alright, so now that we heard what went down and what you guys did to the fellow teams, it looks like it was like a lot of work, because there is a lot of teams on the server. How much preparation and what preparations did you guys do going up to the day of the prank?
I probably took like 2 hours to build it first, and farmed our sand. Yeah, and building took like 1 hour without fly, and because if you mount a Pokemon, you get you fall from it if you use schematica.
I mean, leading up to it, it was just kind of a hypothetical thing up until, I would say, it was last Saturday, right? That was April 1st?
Yeah.
I would probably say there was nothing up until Friday, Thursday or Friday, because it was all just like, yeah, we'll do that, and then we were sort of just figuring out if we actually wanted to follow through with it. So I think really Sir and a couple of others took it upon themselves to follow through with it and really just work on it. But it was pretty much all done within, I would say, 4 hours.
With all of the arts, or
I would say around 6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lalden and Unomera helped me a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Una, who's not present right now. Lawden helped collect and build. I helped collect. Creative helped collect. Meds helped find some of the bases for us because that was another thing we had to have was just simply everybody's base. And so they were like, okay guys, where's Flare? Where's Magma?
We needed the last ones that we needed were
Yeah.
Flare, the Ranger's base, and then Aether. And Meds found the first two.
Momo
And
provided Aquas.
we could not find Aether's base at all. Willow and I got up on April 1st in the morning, got on, and I saw all of them were done except for Aether because we didn't know where Aether's base was. So I spent like 3 hours with Willow trying to find their base, and then Camo comes on. It's like, hey Camo, you know where Aether base is? Give me a minute, I'll TP you. So Camo just TPs me straight over there.
Yeah, because I was at work too, so I was like, okay, hope I don't have a kid. Hope I don't have a kid, because I tutor kids.
I got confused with that.
That's often a common thing.
Alright, so this question could be to any of you that, or mainly Elite since you came up with it. Was this plan was always going to get every team or plan out to a specific team?
It was really just planned out for every team. I didn't really think of targeting a specific one. Although I feel like a couple of them were just a bit wasted. But I mean, for the most part, I really liked it. I mean, it turned out really well. But the main thing is that we wanted all the teams to be involved instead of just a couple. So we decided, we pretty much decided from the get-go that it was just going to be.
Alright. Now this is for everyone. Were you guys happy how the prank went through, or did you guys like not think that it was gonna go as planned? Basically, did you guys were excited how it went?
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
And then, like,
Go ahead.
go on. No, I'll go last.
I loved everything but one thing, and that's the fact that Galactic's claim is massive. So we could not get close enough to their base to put the dang logo, because the closest we could put the logo was 400 blocks away from their building.
Oh.
Because they have such a big claim, because it's just a huge island.
Yeah, but really though, I really loved how it turned out. Like, I knew my skull peeps like were wonderful and could like act really fast, but I didn't know exactly that they could act like that fast. And the fact that it got done and pulled off in just like a matter of like pretty much like 24 hours. Like I was on my way home from work and I was just like smiling. I was like, okay, if my peoples can do this, I was like, I can't imagine what on earth we can accomplish like later together. So I was like, I was really proud.
All right. Is there anything you guys would have done differently?
Break into Galactic's claim. That's not possible.
Next time, start earlier.
Yes, for
And
sure.
Yeah, start earlier, and maybe to make it more troublesome, maybe use Obby next time.
I mean, I think the one thing is that Sir took so much time out of his schedule to do this. Like, didn't you say that you had skipped, like you missed, or you were late going into your job or whatever because of it, or something like that?
Yeah, I didn't sleep much and I had problems with my wisdom teeth at that moment, and I needed to go to work, so I basically was late to work.
Yeah, that's
That's
dedication
no
right there. I mean,
Alright, so Willow, this question goes to you as the leader of Team Skull. Were you proud of how your team members completed the task and how they came up with this?
Yes, because I mean, like I said, like I was like going home from work, like all smiley and stuff. Because I was like hoping I could like help with them within stuff, like as they were doing this, because I know they were putting their heart into it, a lot of their effort and time that they were sacrificing to do this. So I always took my laptop with me to work to make sure I could help them, like, even just a bit. But yeah, I am just like so proud of them all. And I just love my people on my team in general because they work well together. They help support each other. Like I just love my team, and so like every day they make me so proud.
Nice. I know how you feel being team leader myself, but that right there, that shows your members are dedicated. Well, oh, go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you because yeah, as team leaders, like you gotta feel that, and you gotta love your team.
Yeah.
As long as they don't act up and talk up and like me, I'm probably like the rogue person in Team Skull.
And that's why you're Lefeon.
That ends the questions on my end. I see that Michael has a couple of questions, so go ahead, Michael, whenever you're ready.
So one of my first questions was going to be, how long did it take your team to pull off Frank? But I think we already went over that. So how do you think this will affect team relations in the future?
I mean, each team kind of took it in different ways. To be honest, I'm not even sure if some of the other teams still have their logo at our base. Galactic's struck theirs down just like automatically. I was kind of upset about that, but not too surprised, especially with Poet. And then Magma, well, they have 2 admins on their team, so they can easily do this. But our logo got returned to Cinder. It's actually over our old Skull base right now, if you guys haven't seen it. Yeah, it's returned to us. But I think all the teams like enjoyed it. I got like some like replies like, Michael, you were the one who was most angry about it. Being like,
I wasn't angry. I was pissed.
You
said you were pissed.
angry.
You said you were pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was right where I wanted to expand, and I couldn't expand until that claim went down.
And then then I'm not sure about like like a few of the other teams. Spoopy was kind of angry too a little bit. So that was fun. Our own other Gen 7 brethren team. But some of the others got like a real good kick out of it.
Oh, it was definitely funny.
Yeah, I mean, Lord M, one of the admins from Magma, he definitely enjoyed it. And he was like really proud of us and stuff. And yeah, and Camo enjoyed it too. He is owner of Team Slayer. So yeah, I think they enjoyed it, and I'm hoping that it'll inspire other teams to do other zany, quirky stuff like that. And so I'm hoping, it'll build stronger team relations in the future, not just between the people on those teams in general, but between all the other teams as well.
Willow, I think we should check our base. I feel like they're just keeping us here to have everybody retaliate on us right now. It's all just a plot.
Do you have any plans for Skull's future currently?
Yes, we do. So anyways, back in January or so, after I learned that the leader of Team Rocket, DNNB, or known as Blink, after I learned that he does his own like remixes and EDM music and stuff, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we could feature that somehow? And I was like, And I was like, wait, what if we, like, as Skull and Rocket could do something together, like host a party? I was like, oh my goodness, that would be so awesome. And then so like Clink and I have talked a little bit about it like over the past couple months. And so we are preparing that like even in more stages now, as we have just introduced like the rest of our Team Skull peeps to the plans, as well as we're waiting for Rocket to integrate themselves into there. Then we're going to talk it over with the Poke MC staff and see what they think. But we're hoping to have a big full-out party this summer, so
Nice.
yeah, that's what's up.
So, why did you choose those specific spots, other than they were a team? Like, why not just in front of their home, or like the clan home, wherever that might be, or like the main building?
We just, I'm pretty sure we just chose the spot that would be seen the most.
Yeah.
And that wasn't already claimed over.
Yeah, that was the main thing, because there were several claims that just mainly Galactic. The Galactic's literally the only issue that we had.
Nice.
Yeah, for most of them they took ages, but for Aether, they were like right backed up to a mountain. So I had one side of the ocean to work with, so it wasn't that bad. But I know Rangers wasn't bad. They were sort of in a more open area. Galactic was in the middle of the ocean with a huge claim, so we couldn't do that. Rocket had a huge base of tons of little islands. So their main island, I'm pretty sure, was in the middle. So we couldn't put it on their main island. So we had to put it at one of the islands on the outside. And then, I never actually went out and checked the others other than Magma. Sir did a great job placing magmas, because if you sit on top of the base and you look out into the desert, you'll actually see the skull, or the skull logo. So I think the spots were just chosen as like where you think that they would be the most.
Yeah. Although it's kind of also shows like the team frequency too of how often they visit their base, because Magmas was actually the first up, because Sir got Magmas Sir got Magmas done first, and it was up the night before, and like we heard absolutely nobody like say anything about it, and we're like, okay, and then watching chat that April 1st morning, watching like leaders and other members get on, and it's like, okay, nobody's mentioning anything, and then you got on Michael, and I was like, I was like, Michael's gonna be the first to notice.
And then you told everybody. But okay, so I would say maybe half an hour before you said anything, I had just finished Aethers, because I didn't start that one until like an hour before the Legend Hunt.
Yeah, because we were on a real time crunch to try to get everybody's done before they would start noticing.
Yeah, all of them were done except for Aether. So I made sure that Aether wasn't on, because I got on fairly early, so I made sure that Aether wasn't on, asked if anybody knew where their base was. Camo got me there, and I started getting everything together and building, but it took so long. Oh, and the worst part was, I think in the rush of last night with Sir, Uno, and Malden, they were rushing to get everything done, and they forgot to get rid of the dirt on the skull logo that they were using for scaffolding. So we had Uno come in afterwards and run around. He was hopping from claim to claim to get rid of them. It was. I was really worried that they were about to find it, because we were just going like, all right, let's check Rangers, let's check Flare, let's check Magma. We had to check every single one of them to make sure.
Yeah, and then also too to try to get pictures, because we didn't know like what you guys, since a lot of you guys are staff, if you guys might do something to it immediately by the time you guys saw it. It's like, okay, we want to have like a preservation of this, so we are taking screenshots too of each of the logos at their places.
Galactic.
Yeah, like, but yeah. So when we saw you log on, Michael, we were all like, yes, you're probably going to be the first to notice, and then that's what happened. We were like, yes, thank you, Michael, because you gave us the publicity for it.
To reenact what happened was, I was going to the farm. I went over to the farm, and the first thing that I see is the farm, and then I look up, or in the top of my screen, something starts to load in. I'm like, that is unusual. I look up, and there it is. Load and yo.
And everybody just started TPing to him. Everybody was just laughing so hard.
Yeah, because I saw in the ally chat, he was like, Willow! And I was like, yeah? And he was like, what is this? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, TP here. Then I got TP'd there. And then I'm like, what am I supposed to be seeing? I knew it was up, but even for me, it hadn't loaded in yet, so I was just playing it cool. I was like, what am I supposed to be seeing? And you're like, that! And I was like, what? And that's when it loaded in. I was like, oh, I see it now. And I was like, happy fools.
So
it was hilarious.
So,
yes.
Did you want them to look for it as a surprise, or did you want all the teams to just find it out in the open?
Well, see, I was kind of wanting to find them on their own and then see, like, you know, the chain reaction of how it would occur. But it was taking a while, so I was thinking about, like, you know, if something hadn't happened sooner, I was going to maybe drop a hint, because I did actually drop a hint, like a couple days previously about it, and nobody caught it whatsoever. So I was kind of surprised, because in the team official chat with all the leaders, I did drop a hint. Nobody paid attention to that hint, and I was like, okay. And then so that's why I was just waiting for people to log on and say something, and it was taking a while. But you finally at least noticed and started everything, but it was still kind of slow. So that's why in the team official chat, I was like, season's greetings, everybody. And then they started to catch on and be like, oh. Because like Lord M thought it was just the Rangers that got affected. And then that's when other team leaders had to go out and check their claims, and it's like, ha 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 ha, nope.
Nice. So this is my question to each and all of you, my last one. What was your favorite part of the whole prank?
Your reaction.
They react.
Specifically, Michael's reaction.
Yeah.
I like Michael's reaction on Discord.
But yeah, I mean,
Get rid of this right now! I want this gone by 12 a.m. April 2nd!
yes. Yes, that one was beautiful. But yeah, I just liked how the team totally came together and do this like all in such a short time. And then like everybody seemed to enjoy it, so that for me was like the biggest thing.
To Sir's point, Lords was a close second. I did not expect that, but he straight up, he respects us now because of that.
Oh, the letter he wrote.
The letter he wrote was amazing.
Beautiful. Yeah, because it's like, I know he really likes April 1st and like pulling pranks and stuff on people, but I got a message from him like that later that day, and it was just beautiful. Let me scroll up to see if I can find it real quick, because I went ahead and read it like to my peoples and stuff, or at least had them read it.
Could you deliver a message to your people? Dear Team Skull and everyone who was involved in this, you have earned my deepest respect with this. I am genuinely speechless. And all the time I've been on PokeMC, I can safely say that I've never been this happy to be pranked. I did not see anything even remotely close to this coming. When I saw Michael's screenshot, I first thought, haha, Rangers got pranked. Then, wait, this can't just be it, and TP to our base just to see the same thing there. Kudos to you all, you definitely won this round, expect an echo. Thanks for making this April 1st especially awesome, Lord.
So yeah, so that warmed all of our lovely skull bony hearts.
Yeah.
Okay, and one final question that I don't have on the list, but who other than you guys, who do you think, who do you expect to get pranked by next?
Well,
Macau.
I'm just saying right now, I'm gonna make sure that we can extend our claim as far as possible so that doesn't happen. Sir, go now, sir, go.
Okay.
We gotta go. Let's go.
Willie, I'm done.
Wrong room.
I don't have any questions, but I did reach out to the other teams for thoughts, and it seems like they didn't want to give any, but we do have 2 current team leaders on. Michael, do you want to say anything on behalf of PokeMC Rangers?
Yes, so we, as a group, the PokeMC Rangers were dying, we were laughing, but, man, we weren't, first thing I see was that, and I was like, guys, we've been pranked. And everyone was like, wait, what? Really, your thoughts?
Well, first off, I was working on something else. Then Willow's like, hey, Team Skull has something for you. So I went looking and I didn't find it, and I went to my shop thinking there's something there. This whole time I was going around it the whole time because it was between the shop and the base. I don't know how I missed it, I'm just blind, but Team Aqua thought it was pretty funny, and we really wanted to keep it there as like a gift, but it looks like it's already being taken down. Which sucks.
I'll rebuild it for you.
But we really appreciate it, except for the one current member who used to own Team Aqua, which was Zed. He's told me to burn it to the ground. But
hey, it's okay. I'll get you one, and I'll give you a spare just in case.
But
You can fit in your Aqua Bat Cave.
But as team leader, I really liked it. It gives like some, good relations between Team Skull and Aqua. To think that it was a practical joke that was fun that you don't see often among teams. That's what I like the most.
Yes.
Yeah, it was different because I don't think anybody's done anything like this ever. So it's like I feel like it's just a big step forward for, I guess, team relations in general, because really nothing happened before. Willow was just always trying to get allies between everybody. I'm sitting here like, no, we don't want to be allies with everybody. And then now I hope that helps, but I mean, it's just like nobody did anything before.
Okay. One other thing, if you guys want to apply for Team Skull, or any team for that matter, whether it be Aqua, Rangers, Flare,
Team Skull and Team Skull and Team Skull.
Yes.
There's also Skull, in case you missed that one.
You can apply at PokeMC.com on the forums.
http:// blah blah blah. PokeMC or not Rangers. Screw them. Hello. PokeMC Skull.
Yeah.
Skull
PokeMC
PokeMC,
Skull.
something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. So,
You
or
want like
if
that.
you just want to, if you want to be on your own, that's fine. Also, speaking of April Fools, we had an April Fools tournament that Lord hosted, and
very interesting one.
yes.
It was so. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say anything.
And that's it. Really, do you have anything else?
Yeah, before we log off, do Team Skull have any last words?
This is for Lord. I said I wasn't going to say anything. I lied. Please never host a tournament like that again. I'm sorry.
For all the other teams, we expect reply to that.
We expect your respect.
And yeah, really, honestly, I just want to see like more team involvement. So like all your team leaders, like get your teams in gear and like get them to do stuff, like think creatively and like do something.
Yeah.
Creative survival.
But anyways, I want to thank Wilson, the leader of Team Skull, and her members, Creative Survivor, Elite, Walden, Dr. Mids, and Sir Shut Up and Play.
We have more people.
Yes, but the whole Team Skull for coming on. Thank you, you guys. And as always, we are going to see the readers of Weekly Weedle next week. If you enjoyed, as always, we love that you enjoyed, and we're out.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.